Hi, Patsy.
Hi, Neha. Hello, good afternoon. How are you?
Good afternoon. Hi, I'm as good as I can be right now. All our centers are open, our clients are coming back, and we are just making sure that we are adapting to our clients' needs in terms of precaution, safety, hygiene, productivity. So it's been a learning curve, but we're definitely reaping the benefits of the trust that we have with our clients for so many years. And yeah, taking one day at a time.
Yeah, just so good to hear that because I think all the region we start supporting our member, right? If we provide a more safety environment for them for work, and then even though if they are working from home, then the team can support them remotely.
The kind of clients that we have even in India are mostly all MNCs, and they have come up with strict SOPs that they want to adhere to in to make sure that their employees are safe. And TEC thankfully is adapting to that very quickly. Also, I think it helps a lot that our density in the center has always been so low, like our per square feet desk per square feet has been so low. So it's been really easy for us to adapt to the social distancing norms and making sure that we space out the desks. It hasn't cost us too much and it hasn't cost our members time. So that has definitely been a big plus. However, we have definitely realized the importance of community during this time because with the number of months that we've been under lockdown, the only major touch point we've had with our members has been our community events, be it something recreational or something to do with mental health. So we're really seeing the benefits of community during a crisis, and it's becoming increasingly important to the business. So how is community strategy adapting to something like that?
Yeah, I think under the COVID-19 pandemic, for TEC community, we have more focusing on connecting our member globally. That's why from since March, we start implementing our online webinar series, and we have the English session, and we have Chinese session, Japanese and Korean. Then we try to introduce high-level program to all our global member. They can dial in anytime, anywhere. And also in the beginning of July, we just introduced our global partnership and also membership program. Then under the COVID-19 situation, we understand that they are not able to travel around. And then through the TEC partnership and membership program, they can showcase their business. They can be our speaker. They can be our partner. I think we have more engaging program for the time being. Say, for example, 2 months ago, we have a member orientation, online member orientation. We have members from India, from Singapore, from Hong Kong, from Taiwan. They introduce themselves. Okay, they connect each other together. I think this is a very good opportunity for us under the current situation.
Yeah, I mean, that would be such a great opportunity to network globally. And what an opportunity for different members from different verticals in different regions. However, TC has always had, for a very long time, a very strong focus on a people centric approach. So, how has that affected your strategies in community?
Yeah, for us, of course, in TC, we are more on people oriented, right? Our community is very different from maybe other provider or other community. For us, we are aim on providing a professional business community to our member. And for all the program, we have different tier of program, from the networking program to personal development, business opportunity, business networking, and also high-level CEO event as well. I think through different programs, then we engage different people, and then we also do some survey and research, and then we customize the program for a specific target group. How about India? India, you have quite a lot of program for wellness, well-being, and festival celebration. Do you see that there is a demand on business development opportunity, or in the India culture, then you are engaging the members through social networking more?
That's an interesting question, only because India is so diverse and different regions have completely different requirements. Different centers in the same city might have completely different requirements because the demographics of the members that operate out of these centers are so varied. But I have to give complete credit to your team, which is the community team in India, who take the time to really understand the members, to really understand the employees who actually work out of the center, to see what they would enjoy more, what their requirement is in that point of time. Also, I think Patsy, been around in real estate for 12 years doing marketing. I've really noticed some trend words in the market that come and go. And I feel like community has been one of those keywords that have, attracted a lot of attention in the last couple of years. However, TEC has been exercising community for a decade now, more than a decade from the time it opened. And I think it really stems out of the personal relationships that the members have with the team. Also, I think it really helps that the team has been around for such a long time. I mean, the executive team in TEC have been around for 5 years, 7 years, 12 years. And it's that same person who is building that rapport and trust with the MNCs and the large corporations and even the smaller members who are with us. So they really understand the requirement and adapt to that. How has the strategy been adapting to COVID-19 over the last couple of months, and how have things changed on your end with regard to global community?
Yeah, in the past few months, we see that the member, because some of them they stop traveling, right? Even though no inbound travel, okay, they really rely on having a sustainable business, right? The position of TEC community, then how we bring the business to them, and then how we connect them through our community platform, I think is very important. One thing I also want to mention about our digital platform, right? Our mobile app is very important. We keep improving our platform, and then client they can talk to each other through our mobile app. They can register event webinars, and also they can enjoy the local member benefit. I think this is very important. Is the digital transformation in the past 6 months? I can see member is much more appreciate. Of course, that if they can see face to face each other, they can network with people, they can talk to people in person. That is very valuable, right? But under the current situation, TC, our team is doing very, very good job in connecting members globally through the digital and online platform.
Speaking of online platforms, I think like there's such a stark difference between the community in India versus say the community in China. In India, like recently, the team has adapted a lot to the requirements of 2020. And I feel like a lot of value add has been with webinars with regard to mental health, webinars with regard to productivity, training, and things that are really required by the immediate members and their employees. For me personally, there was a webinar that the community team hosted on financial advice and how to invest or not to invest in the current market with all the speculation. That was really helpful. And also India is so colorful and festive, and there are so many different festivals to celebrate, and the team is finding very creative ways to still keep a reason to celebrate among these times. I'm obviously from the marketing vertical, and I understand the importance of the non-tangible verticals of a company. And community is one such non-tangible area of business. However, I have noticed that there are some business success stories that you have. Do you want to share it with me?
Yeah, sure. Because engagement is very important, right? From our daily engagement, we have a entire engagement team to provide service to our member. But through community, we aim on bringing business and connection to our member. One of the case is that we engage a education company in Shanghai. Then they're the US-based company, right? And then they want to launch their online program, the online AI program for Stanford University. Then they would like to have the webinar, okay, in China and India because they are targeting their customer, their audience, right, in these two big regions. And in the beginning of the year, we have formed a partnership with this company. And then from time to time, because of the pandemic, we are not able to host events, and then there's some decision-making delay. And then actually, they just resumed the event last week in China region. I think maybe sooner we will have the webinar for India team as well. And then the most important thing is that during this 6 months, they're also looking for office in Beijing. And then we help them to find the best flexible service solution in our Beijing center. I think this is a kind of from B2B partnership to the actual benefit to the member. They can generate the lead and also TEC, then we can also having a new client in our center. We have a client under the pandemic situation. They are struggling whether they keep the office or not, right? But through some community event, member orientation, they meet the business partner in the center. And then they close some deal, right? Then they can see the value of the community from business to business, business to customer, and then at the end, the customer, C to C, right? They know each other, they can support each other. This is our objective.
There's so much value to building goodwill and building the right kind of relationships with the client. But from time to time, when you hear these success stories of actual revenue coming out of the relationships that we've built from community, that is so helpful. And after all, TEC is, I think, in 14 different countries right now over so many years. So it's great to leverage off of each region and market. And I think community is like that building bridge for us. COVID has obviously affected different countries in completely different ways, and we are all in different life cycles of the pandemic, where India is still, handling the peak of a number of cases, and China has moved obviously ahead. They are past the curve. They've returned to normalcy so much sooner. And from what you say, I've learned that the in-person events have, slowly come back to normal. And we are obviously still not encouraging in-person events so much because of the number of cases. So what can you tell me that would help the community team here locally on how to get back to normal and how to get events back, and how difficult was it for you to adapt to that?
Yeah, sure. And for us, we just resumed the in-center event this month in September, right? And then in the past few months, we have a lot of planning discussion. When are we going to resume the event in the center? Okay, unfortunately, okay, we just think that, okay, this type of event, we should limit to our in-house member for the time being. Okay, because we are still practicing social distancing, right? And then all the in-house event is for our existing member in the center. We have not opened the event to the public yet. And then when the member comes to the center, we're still practicing the temperature measure. We are still checking on the travel declaration form, right? I think this is very important. We make sure that even though for the speaker and also other supporting staff, okay, we have the precaution measurement. This is very important. And then from the content, right? From time to time, we have already built up a partnership with our members and also other business association. Then I don't see that is so much problem on creating quality program to our member, but we need to pay attention for some of the topic we have been mentioned many times, right? Just say the COVID-19 business situation. But now our programming is more for looking forward to 2021 on budgeting. We are working on back to school, back to work, and then more topic, and the client and the members, they are looking forward to. Yeah, especially some of the requirement is about mental health. Yeah, I want to mention again, because currently our mental health is not only at work, right? Even though with the family. And then when we resume the event back to normal, we need to care about people around you. Okay, we care about our team, we care about their family, and then we have more program to facilitate this type of requirements.
Absolutely. I think you highlighted something so important, which is making the conversation about mental health, more accessible and available and more normal,